Good morning. I just wanted to show, I think, my first purchase of the year 2018, 2018. It's called the Lunar Nomad Oracle. Kind of a strange name, but it's by Shaheen Miro, I think is his name, with a forward by Teresa Reed. It says 43 cards. It's actually kind of like, as everyone says, Lenormand or Lenormand. But off to the side here, you see my three favorite Lenormand decks: the mystical Lenormand, the story in color Lenormand, and the ancient Lenormand, which is a drive-through cards. But anyway, that's Lenormand. This is kinda is and kinda isn't. It has all 36 cards that are, well, it's 38. There's usually two males and two females, or masculine or feminine, whatever you want to call them. Two significator cards, usually. I don't think Kelly's deck has two. Instead, it just has, it's kind of neutral images, I guess you could say. But anyway, this is the box that comes in. You can see some of the cards around the edges. Oddly, the image on the box isn't in there, at least not that way. It's flipped and the colors are different, so I'm not sure what that's about. There's the bottom. I can't remember the publisher. It says 43 full color oracle cards, a 160-page Lunar Nomad guidebook. I think it's Wiser. Is that what it says there? I think so, right there. Wiser books. The cat there is a familiar card. So that's the box. Get that out of the way. Here's the book that comes with it. It's about, I guess I should do it like this, about a half an inch. So many pages. Let's see. I didn't catch that before. There's the author with this cat. Hard to see the cat wearing a black shirt. 143 pages. That's mostly what the back of the cards look like. Different color again. I don't know about that book. Can't be sold separately. It's amazing what businesses do. They don't really like to praise things they put in the front of books. That's disappointing a little bit. Let's see, copyright 2018. So yeah, this would be the first thing for this year that I've gotten. And I probably won't be able to find it. And as you can see maybe in the background, this is the box the cards were in. But you can see how big they are. So I'm thinking a grand tableau would take some part of a football field or something, because these are really big. But I don't think any of the spreads or ways of reading, as that's referred to in here, I don't think a grand tableau is one of the ways mentioned to use these cards. So it does have a 9-card reading right there. So that's interesting. And it goes into kind of how you might want to do it if you're into stories, which is what this is. I guess all this is about: story in color, story. I'm not always sure about the story idea. I like stories, read a lot, but I'm not sure that turning cards into a story is always helpful. It just depends. But it's interesting, like I was going to say, that it goes through one. I don't think that was it. Yeah, that's it. Where it just, you kind of look at them just point blank, naively, I guess you could say. And then you go and you look up, first you look at the cards and kind of just, form lame sentences or a paragraph using the 9 cards. Then you go look up their meanings, and then you try to roll that into what's happening in your life, and it makes a bit more sense that way. Which might work for you. It also has the 1 card thing where you can just sit with it, stare at it, or keep pulling, the 3 card, keep pulling until something happens. These are going to be hard to shuffle too, until something comes up that helps, makes sense, however you want to say it. Sometimes saying makes sense doesn't make sense. And I'm not sure about combining the 2 words. Lunar, I get, the moon. Solar. There are 2 videos where he talks about this. They're kind of start out marketing wise, which is annoying, advertising, business, corporate, blah, blah. But at the end of one of them, he does say, to his credit, he does say that, wants to pass on how to do this, not just get business, money for himself. He does say, buy yourself an oracle deck, get some candles, and go at it. It does say that. And then look for, more information online. Don't have to spend much money, I guess. How to become a lunar nomad. I don't know. I hear nomad and I think desert, or I don't know. Is nomad the same as solitary, solitude, hermit? I don't know. I don't think so. Nomad strikes me as a group of people who just roam around because they haven't figured out how to farm yet. But I'm sure there's more meanings to it than what I have stuck in my head. I wanted to read it, but I didn't highlight it. Somewhere it says, which is a good thing to see in decks, remember, the magic is in you, not the cards. Here on page 138. So that's a good thing to see. I always look for something like that. And I didn't read every single one of these because I guess I'll do that as they come up when I use it. But I did read the first part and the last part, and it's interesting. And I did listen to both videos, even though they're way too long for something like this, and they don't go into this exactly. There's the box the cards were in. It's that weird setup that I'm not sure why. I think it's like a Llewellyn thing, but this isn't a Llewellyn company, is it? Or maybe they're linked somehow. But you get that deal, which never works out really well. And even though it's brand new, it appears that someone spent some time sitting on it, or something was sat on it at Amazon. So anyway, I did make a few notes here, like today's date. It's kind of rainy, so I thought I would do this, even though I typically don't do videos on Sunday, not for religious reasons, but just because Sunday's like a family day. The phone will ring off the hook sometimes, but I don't think so today. So it's Sunday, February 25, 2018. We're looking at the Lunar Nomad Oracle. It says it has 43 cards. It's really an expansion of the Lenormand system, if you call that a system, which typically has, it always says 36 cards, but most of them have 38 cards because you get 2 of each significators, 2 men, 2 women, put it that way. And I did some reworking of the name here. I don't know why I did this. I got carried away there. As you can see, if you write down Lunar Nomad, and you move some letters around, you can end up with Lenormand. You gotta drop the A there. I guess you can move the A over here to Lua, Lenormand. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know why that caught my eye. That's weird. Yes, it's weird. And here's what some of the cards, some of the names got changed. I guess typically in Lenormand, I wrote down flowers, which is number 9 would be bouquet, but that's not true. In Kelly's deck, it's called flower. I guess it varies, but the number 9 card's typically bouquet anyway. But in this deck, it's bouquet. Also, typically the 10th card is the size. In this deck, it's shears. Typically 22 is crossroads. In this deck, it's pathways. Typically there are 2 gentlemen, number 28 card. In this deck, they're called man. There are 2 of them. We'll see them when we flip through. And there's typically 2 lady cards, 29. In this deck, there are 2 woman cards. And at the bottom, if I can scoot this up enough to show it, there we go. I'm calling it LNO, the Lunar Nomad Oracle. The new cards that he's added, Aura, number 37, Bat, 38, Umbrella, 39, Familiar, the cat that you saw in the box that the cards came in, is number 40, and the 5th, Seer, is number 41. So those are the 5 new cards that were added. So I guess I can just keep that in the background and zoom back out. Sorry, all the zooming going on. But first I wanted to measure it. There's an extra card here, so let's measure that one. That's what we're looking at. Let's see, first we'll do centimeters. It's about 11 wide. And for the height, it's about 15. For inches, like here in America, it's 4 1/4 inches wide. And it's about 6 inches tall. So that got that out of the way. There's what the backs look like. Okay, let's do this. Let's zoom in till they take up most of the screen. Maybe that's too distracting. I think that's too distracting, dude. Get the book out of there. Oh, sorry, hit the microphone. I moved it down again. Let's just do that. Let's do that. Now, can we get that positioned and zoomed? Right about there. That looks good. That's what the back looks like. It's a keyhole, and you're looking out into the night sky, it appears, with the moon there, because, you know, lunar moon. For some reason, in this corner here, I keep seeing a dragon head. But that's just me. There's card number 1, Rider. And it's kind of a collage, and I'm not sure what else. For some reason, I want to say it's several mediums, but I'm not sure. I thought in one of the interview videos he said watercolor, but I'm guessing since he's a designer, it's mostly digital. One of my sons is a designer, just not a fashion designer. There's number 2 card, Clover. The number 3 card, the ship. It's airship, like an air balloon, hot air balloon, it looks like. And there's writing. I'm not sure what language, or without looking at it up close. Let's do that. I'm guessing it's just a guess, but I think it's French. I'll let you look. Wow, look at that. The balloon got all. I don't know if it's French, but I think so. Some of the words. Wow, I liked how that popped right out there. There's people in there doing whatever they're doing. Here's the house. Sorry. Huh. A tree, number 5. We've got a squirrel and a bunny. Is that right? Look at those butterflies pop off there. That's kind of cool. There appears to be an oriole. Oriole. Did you say that right? There's a bird in the tree. Just go with that. There's clouds, which I'm thinking are caused by this perfume bottle. Is that what that is? A snake. Actually, several snakes. Let's see what happens when I pick that up. Wow. Due to weather changes, I seem to have what I guess could be called a cold, but I don't feel sick, just congested. Now, I did like this card, and I'm not sure what that bird is, so I'm going to pick it up and use a magnifying glass on it. And you have to wait. I guess it's a raven, but there's something off about its shape. I don't know that I would say it's off exactly. It's just different. Maybe it's just a chubby raven. But it's interesting. This is a coffin card, yet I guess this shape here could be an urn. And these are like charred, blackened bones in there. Yet behind it, and with the skull inside the top part, is an hourglass. That's interesting. I thought I'd pick up. I can't identify the time period for that sort of pottery. There's the bouquet, number 9. There's the shears, which would normally be the scythe. And to me, that looks like a jaw right there with teeth. Like it's a skull or something. I don't know. It's not 100% clear to me. Even magnified, it's difficult to say. Plus there's some words in there. I guess that's the point of collage, is kind of keep you guessing. Can't recognize the brand for the scissors, shears. Here's the whip. Now if I was the artist, I would have bent her, I guess, forward instead of backward. You know, that old images that you see of kind of monks whipping themselves. But I guess that's not what this is. The colors are nice, huh? There's birds. There's a child. Notice the music notes in the background. Huh. There's a fox, actually several, at least 3 foxes, right? 2, 3. Now that doesn't have such a collage look. There's a painting kind of look. Trying to see the background. I thought those were ants, but I don't think so. Here's the bear having a moment. Number 15. The moment is, I'm a bear, I'm powerful, but I don't have an opposing thumb. Therefore, offering me a teacup is an impossible idea. Poor bear. It's like a Beauty and the Beast kind of thing there. That's interesting. Oh, this is the squid. But it's actually stars, number 16. But I see octopus there. Then I see kind of a skull again. That's a nice card. And there's some sort of concentric circles. As though there's some kind of device. And of course the candelabra from the ceiling. There's a stork. Interesting that it's kind of Japanese, Chinese, say Japanese. And there's what appear to be maybe eggs or oyster shells. Oh wait, there's the eggs. 3 eggs. Maybe those are oysters. At first I didn't like this one, but then the description in the book is okay, so that helped. This is, you know, like a trademark RCA Victor gramophone. We've come a long way since you had to crank your music. The dog is curious. Or there's something down that tube, like a dog treat. Here's the tower, number 19. With some sort of angelic wings around it. Garden, 29. Is that right? 20, sorry. 21, mountain, with some cryptic overlays of something. Some device or something. Or some etching or blueprints. I'm not sure. Pathways, which is typically called crossroads, number 22. I found this one interesting. Mice. Mainly what caught my eye right away as I saw the word pyloric, which usually means, you know, pyloric sphincter at the bottom of your stomach, which closes to keep the stuff in, then opens to let it go into your duodenum or your duodenum, however you say it. And you see the little gallbladder there, which adds in bile, that detergent-like stuff to break up your food. I'm not sure why that's in the background of the mice. Maybe because typically mice are near food supplies. I'm not sure. That's just a poor guess. Heart number, what is it, 24? It looks like 3 bees are attacking the heart. You can see the cava vena, or the vena cava. The bluish blood coming back to the heart, and the aorta, the reddish blood going out from the heart. And you can see, if you look close enough, yeah, like a rib cage kind of superimposed. So that's interesting. Here's the ring, number 25. I'm not sure what's going on here without the magnifying glass. Oh, it's just another ring of some sort to go with the ring that's around the X-ray of the hand. That's interesting. A book, number 26. I didn't try to see what the book is. Still can't. Interesting wallpaper. Letters. Letter 27. I wanted to, you can see postmarks kind of in the background. Some of these things I should know from calligraphy, but I'm not sure that's what they are. Let's see what the camera thinks. Not sure. But that's 27 letter. Here are the man cards. This looks like maybe an actor from Hamlet or Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm not sure. I don't think I'll ever grow a little beard like that. I just don't. It just ain't me. But there's two of these, as usual, sometimes. So there's the either very Southern American look, depending on this mansion back here, or very European, probably more likely. And then very, I guess, African or island. Well, it has a lion, so, and palm trees. I'm not sure, but that's interesting. Let's get that lion. It's a nice lion. Then we got the woman. There's going to be two of these, and I have no point of reference for her. I can't guess. I'm just not sure. Middle East? I'm not sure. And then a very cherry-ish card, obviously, from the two cherries right there. And then the cherry color. That's interesting. European wacky hat. The lilies, number 30. You can see, hopefully, a nymph-like or something. She. It looks like it would be nice under a black light. It probably doesn't matter under a black light. This could have easily been a man card, but it's the sun card, number 31. It's got, what do you call that, phrenology, or where you got your map out the top of your head. It's the moon card, which should have been sensational in this deck, but it's okay. I'm not sure about plopping in the colors at the bottom. I don't know. It's interesting looking. Number 32, number 33, a key card, which I guess could be used on the back of the card. Key 33. It's a rather pointy hand. Fish. And a cup. And I'm not sure what that is off to the side there. A plate or another cup, or, oh look, the background is kind of Japanese, a Zen-like painting. It looks like to me. Oh, that's kind of nice. And some crystals here. Here. There. The anchor, number 35, we're almost there. At least the Lenormand part of it. Anchor and coral, a mollusk. Yeah, shell. Here's the cross. Number 36, typically the last card. There are actually several crosses in there. I'm not sure what's going on up there in that corner. Something's flying. And you can see at least 4 or 5 crosses and a spooky person with little spooky people. Okay, now that here are the extra 5 cards. The first one's called Aura, number 37. Bat, or I guess it could have been Bats, 38. I like bats, that's kind of cool. Not sure about the color. Here's where Mary Poppins should have showed up, but doesn't. Umbrella. I haven't read this one. I guess I'll need to read why it's a guy with a mustache and an umbrella and a case and a butterfly and holly, maybe? No, it's not holly. It would be pointier. I'm not sure what this plant is. Maybe the description will tell me. And then the cool card, which I guess might be his cat. A familiar. You know, a little hint of the witch there. You can see a spider right there. And some other things. But I can't make out what they are precisely. I think I see this cat in the neighborhood. It's probably one of these in every neighborhood. And then the last card, at last you say, the Seer. Now, you see how that kind of matches the box cover? Kinda, but not exactly. If I move it down, it's like the image was flipped and then recolored and changed. But that's the Seer. Let's zoom in here. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background and in that ball she's holding. That's an interesting card. She's standing on what looks to be a mirror or a wet area. So let's bring back the box and kind of leave her right there so you can see the two together. Almost lined up. Oops. I don't want to lose the name. So that was my quick, probably not quick enough, show of, doggone it, there. Show of the Lunar Nomad Oracle. And hopefully this year I come back to decks after I've used them for a while and have more of a review instead of just a show. So with that, I will say peace.